Do cats see themselves? The hilarious and shocking mirror truth. Welcome to FactSpark, where we uncover the amazing truths about the animal kingdom. All right, cat lovers, let's talk mirrors. Have you ever caught your furry friends staring intently into a mirror? Maybe they've tried to bat at their reflection, or even given a dramatic hiss at the other cat in the glass. It's a common, often laugh-out-loud sight that leaves many of us pet parents scratching our heads. Do cats actually recognize their own fabulous selves in the mirror? Or do they think it's a mysterious, silent intruder trying to steal their favorite sunbeam? Get ready for the surprising answer, because it reveals something truly perfectly fascinating about how our beloved furballs perceive the world. Stick around to uncover the surprising truth. To truly understand if cats recognize themselves, we need to talk about science. Scientists use something called the Mirror Self-Recognition Test, or MSR, sometimes known as the mark test. It's pretty clever. They place a visible mark on an animal that it can only see in a mirror. If the animal then touches or tries to remove that mark while looking in the mirror, it suggests they understand the reflection is themselves. This is considered a sign of self-awareness. But here's the kicker. Passing this test is incredibly rare in the animal kingdom. It's like an exclusive VIP club, and the guest list is super short. We're talking about brainy beasts like great apes, chimpanzees, bonobos, gorillas, and orangutans, plus some aquatic geniuses like bottlenose dolphins, the majestic Asian elephants, and even a couple of surprising feathered and finned friends, the Eurasian magpie and the cleaner wrasse fish. Pretty wild, right? So where do our feline friends fit into this exclusive club? Well, to understand their mirror reactions, we first need to appreciate their unique sensory world. Unlike us humans, who basically live through our eyeballs, cats prioritize their super-sensitive senses of smell and hearing for identifying everything around them. A purely visual reflection with no scent to sniff or sound to hear just doesn't give them much meaningful information. It's like trying to understand a gourmet meal just by looking at a picture. It's missing all the good stuff. And their vision, while impressive in its own right, it's very different from ours. Cats are masters of low-light vision, seeing 6 to 8 times better than us in dim conditions thanks to special cells in their eyes. That's why they're such stealthy midnight snackers. But when it comes to color, they're red-green colorblind, seeing those hues as shades of gray, though blues and yellows look pretty good. They're also incredibly sensitive to movement, which makes them amazing hunters. Seriously, try sneaking a treat past a cat. However, they're a bit mid-sighted, meaning they struggle to focus on things too close, like that toy right under their nose, or too far away. So, a tiny red dot on their fur, which they might not even see clearly or associate with a scent, isn't going to trigger the same aha moment as it would in a chimp. This fundamental mismatch between the test's visual emphasis and a cat's primary senses means they don't fail the MSR test because they're not smart, but because the test isn't designed for their unique, wonderfully cat-like way of perceiving the world. It's just not how their brains are wired for self-discovery. When a cat encounters a mirror, their reactions can be incredibly varied and often quite amusing. These behaviors are mostly instinctive responses to what they perceive as another cat, or an unfamiliar presence that crucially lacks the expected sensory cues, especially a unique scent. It's like meeting someone who looks exactly like your best friend, but smells like nothing. Some cats, especially kittens, are simply curious. They might cautiously approach, sniff, paw at the glass, or even try to look behind the mirror for the other cat they believe is there. Their sensitivity to movement means the reflection-synchronized movements immediately grab their attention. Hey, that cat moves exactly like me. Weird. Others, particularly adult cats, after an initial check, might just show indifference or aloofness, simply ignoring the reflection and going about their day. Meh, just another cat. Nothing to see here. But then there's the hostility or aggression. A cat might see its reflection as a rival invading its territory, leading to a full-blown defensive stance. Look for dilated pupils, flattened ears, hissing, growling, or even swatting at the other cat. It's a fascinating feedback loop. Their own aggressive posture reflected back can make them believe the reflection is a threat, fueling their reaction. "Oh, you want to fight, buddy? I'll show you." And sometimes, especially with new experiences, you might see fear. They could perceive the reflection as a stranger or even a predator, leading to fearful body language or attempts to hide. Who is that guy? Finally, some cats find their reflection quite playful. They might chase their own image, pounce on it, or even groom themselves in front of the mirror, treating it like an interactive cat TV show. It's all about that entertainment value. So after all that, here's the surprising truth. No, cats generally do not recognize themselves in the mirror. They typically perceive the reflection as another cat, an interesting movement, or sometimes even a threat. But here's the crucial part. This isn't a sign that cats lack intelligence. Instead, it highlights a fundamental principle of animal cognition. Different species have evolved unique cognitive strengths and sensory priorities perfectly suited for their survival and environment. Not passing a human-designed mirror test simply points to a difference in evolutionary paths, not a deficiency. Their intelligence shines through in their incredible hunting strategies, their subtle social interactions, and their profound ability to form deep, meaningful bonds with us humans. They might not recognize themselves in a mirror, but they certainly recognize the sound of a treat bag opening from 3 rooms away. While most cats eventually get used to reflections or simply ignore them, some might show prolonged stress or aggression. If your feline friend is struggling with their doppelganger, here are a few practical strategies. The simplest solution for a stressed cat is to cover or remove reflective surfaces at their eye level. Poof! No more perceived intruder. For cats that are just curious, you can gradually reintroduce mirrors by creating positive associations. Place their favorite toys, treats, or catnip near the mirror to help them form a pleasant connection. "Oh, the mirror means yummy snacks? Okay, I guess you're not so bad." Pheromone diffusers, like feline, can also help reduce anxiety and make them feel more secure in their environment. If your cat is overly fixated, distraction and interactive play sessions can be super effective, shifting their focus to something fun. A good feather wand can solve many problems. And finally, if you notice unusual or extreme reactions, always consult your vet. It could sometimes indicate vision problems or underlying anxiety that needs professional attention. Better safe than sorry when it comes to our furry family members. So while your feline friend might not be admiring their reflection in the mirror, their diverse reactions offer a truly fascinating glimpse into their unique sensory and instinctual world. They might not recognize themselves, but they certainly recognize a cozy nap spot or the distinctive sound of a treat bag opening. This exploration reveals that intelligence in the animal kingdom comes in many forms, each perfectly suited to a species' survival needs. Cats, with their unparalleled senses of smell and hearing, and their profound ability to form deep bonds, demonstrate a remarkable kind of intelligence that goes far beyond what a mirror test can measure. What's the funniest or most surprising mirror moment you've had with your cat? Have they ever tried to find the other cat? Share your hilarious stories in the comments below. We love hearing from you and building our community of animal lovers. If you found this video insightful and learned something new, hit that like button, share it with other cat lovers, and don't forget to subscribe to FactSpark for more fascinating animal facts and adorable pet insights. Your engagement helps us bring you more perfect content.